Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is I Love You Say It Back. It's the podcast. This is podcast tour stop number 2. See if I can do this. Yes, I did it. I nailed it. Absolutely. We're at Roosters Cantina. Turn it up. We just hit like 3 different buttons, but we got it on the right one, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You're far too kind. Once again, we are inside Roosters Cantina. This is podcast tour stop number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we kicked things off last week with Kelly McGiffney and with formerly known as Body by KT. But tonight, this is actually like our first real stop. Today, we're sitting with David Brust, and we are inside Roosters Cantina. How are you doing, David?
I am doing wonderful, brother. I'm with you.
Hopefully you're doing a lot better than you're looking, because these days I can tell this place is really kicking your ass around here. Roosters Cantina.
Well, I am working my butt off. That's true. I'll give you that.
Hey, before we get into it, I want to remind everybody, if you're tuning in, if you're a big fan of the Cantina, I know you guys have a big fan base, and a lot of people, we've seen them kind of come in and out throughout the day. Please, if you're listening and this is the first time tuning in because you're a fan of the Cantina, follow us on socials at ILYSayItBack Pod. I'm at Vic T Radio. What do you guys...
I listen to it weekly.
Yeah, I know you.
And you know, because I've called you and told you,
yeah,
dude, I disagree with you on this.
Yeah.
Or, dude, you
all you do is
it's
never, hey, good job, keep it up. It's always like, why the hell did you say this? What's your Instagram page for this place?
It's Roosters Cantina.
Roosters Cantina, and then you guys have the Honky Tonk as well, which
yes, sir.
Which we'll talk about. Follow us on socials. Check us out there. Check us out on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in, and let's get into it. So this is Roosters Cantina, not to be confused, because everybody's heard of Roosters Honky Tonk, and now we got Roosters Cantina. Interestingly enough, just a block away, and I don't even want to start there. I want to start with this. We are inside Roosters Cantina, and I got to start with the fact that you may have the best bathrooms in Bakersfield.
Oh my gosh.
It is absolutely incredible, and I think, I say it kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I do think it's an underrated part of just simply being a good restaurant owner. It's one of those things that, if you do it, you can tell. If your bathrooms are clean, you know everything else is clean, and I think it means so much. How much of an emphasis do you put on that?
Well, cleanliness is a big emphasis all over the place. I think you can tell a lot about a business by how clean it is. Are things dusty? Are they not dusty? Is everything put away the way it should be? For instance, I don't like to see dirty rags on the bar, those sorts of things. Or maybe they're not even dirty, but just they've been using it to wipe things down. I don't want to see that. Yeah. Things need to be clean, tidy, and put where they need to be. And bathrooms are really, really important, especially when you have a beautiful wife like mine who's adamant that the bathroom has to be top-notch.
I love it, and I do think it's one of those things, again, that, there's a lot of places that are beautiful. Then you go to the bathroom, and you're like, I'm not sure what the heck's going on. But you guys have a great bathroom. We took a little video, and you'll see it later, I'm sure.
I can't wait.
But I want to start with this because, look, we're at the Cantina. This is at the corner of 19th and, is this H Street here? In H Street. The Honky Tonk is a block away. Talk to me about how that even happened, how this whole... Because you guys have been at the Honky Tonk for, 2 years now?
It'll be 3 years in September.
And then this place, you've had it for?
As a Cantina, 5 months.
Okay, so you guys, this is brand new. How did that whole thing come up? Talk to me about how that all happened.
It wasn't something we were looking to do, actually. They came to us. They were selling it and asked us if we were interested. It wasn't really in our plan. But we started looking at it and thought that because of the proximity and it being downtown, we could build some synergy between this location and Roosters Honky Tonk. And the kind of synergy we're talking about is, for instance, if you come and have dinner here on a Friday or Saturday night, you get into the Honky Tonk for free. Regardless of the band that's playing, you get in for free.
What do you got to show you, your receipt or something?
So you just show your receipt, right? Our employees will initial off on the receipt. You take it over there, and boom, you're in for free. You don't have to pay the cover charge, which actually is a fee that goes to the bands. And we also deliver food over to the Honky Tonk. So if you want some food from the Honky Tonk, you can order it up online, and in 15 minutes, you'll have the food at the Honky Tonk.
So that was going to be one of my next questions is what does the Cantina offer? Because I think this is one of the most beautiful bars, bars in town. Even before, I'm not just saying this because I'm here with you today, but even before, what was the name of the restaurant before that it was?
It was called Cask Strength.
It was a whiskey bar.
Yep.
And it was absolutely beautiful. You guys have added some splash of colors and done it your own way here, but I think it's maintained its beauty. And I think people who haven't come and check it out, I think you got to come down to aesthetically, just a really beautiful place. You see the lighting. One of the things that we were talking about doing it outside, and I was like, I want to really emphasize and show the beauty of this place. The bar is awesome. The way the bottles hang on the wall, the way you guys have the barrels with the lighting in the back. It's truly like a place that you can enjoy aesthetically as much as you can, enjoy the food. That was going to be my other thing is talking about how what this place offers at the Cantina. So we've established food. What is the vibe-wise? What's the difference between the Honky Tonk?
It's a different vibe, right? So this is our third place. We started off with the Ice Tree Pub, which is our Irish pub, which has a very different vibe, even though it's next door to the Honky Tonk than the Honky Tonk does. The Cantina vibe is a little bit more Southwestern. It's a little bit more laid back. The food is incredible. The food is just absolutely wonderful. Our chef, Manuel Aleman, owned his own place called Manuel's Mariscos for years and came to work with me as a bartender at the pub. He's my very first hire, a really dear friend of mine. And when this opportunity came around, I said, hey, if you cook, we'll buy it. And he said, I'll cook. So that's how we got where we are.
I love that story and the food everything that I've tried. And actually, I think we're going to try some stuff during this.
We'll get
interview.
Get some food.
That was the only reason I agreed to do this whole thing. I mean, without it, but you guys have a late night menu as well, which not many places downtown actually offer that. Which I think is one of the huge perks. I think it's you guys in Sandrini's who stays open till what is it, midnight on weekends?
Our kitchen on weekends is open till 12:30, and so. Thank you. And this is
here
Brooklyn
we go.
that's bringing us some drinks. And
Hey,
she's bringing
Brooklyn.
She's bringing a George Strait margarita.
Oh, love me a little
which
George Strait.
is made with one of the things that we do is we make all of our own syrups.
Can I try this right here right now?
Of course. It's all yours. All right, I'm listening. I'm sorry, I was watching you. So our George Strait margarita, one of the things about our place is we make all of our own syrups. And we juice daily. So that's fresh lime juice in there. We make all of our own simple syrups, sweet and sour. We make a cherry vanilla syrup that we use for our cherry vanilla old fashioned, espresso syrup for our espresso martinis. So we do all of our own syrups. And that's something that we're really good about. I think we're one of the few places in town that actually take the time to make their own syrups that they use in their drinks. And I think it makes a big difference.
I can taste the difference and I can tell. And usually I stay away from margaritas because they make me act up. They make me feel a little frisky, if you know what I mean. So, but if by the end of this podcast things start getting a little haywire, you'll know exactly. I know exactly what to blame. I wanted to talk to you because you guys obviously do the drinks. Honky Tonk has been a huge smashing success, gotten you to the point where, I mean, since the last time we talked, you guys have live music every single, is it how many nights a week?
So we have some form of music every night of the week. So it's Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesday is Vince Galindo, who's a phenomenal country artist, and Vince plays music, and then we do bingo. So Wednesday's bingo night. So you can come out, it's free bingo. You get a card. You can win gift cards. You can win hats. You can win all sorts of merch, and it's all free to enter. Just buy a drink, you get a card.
I love it.
The second Thursday, we then do karaoke, and we do karaoke from 8 to 11 every Thursday with DJ Dirk, who's our in-house DJ that works for us.
I want to stop you right there.
Sure.
Last time we talked, you said you were reluctant to do karaoke. What changed? What changed?
Man, you
heard me singing or what?
The market changed. No, I'll tell you. I thought you had told me that the last time you sung in the shower, the water turned off. It was that bad.
Yeah.
Am I right? The water. The water. All right. Sorry about that. Okay.
Tough crowd.
So we have to, as business people, we have to evolve with the market. When I started the Honky Tonk, I really thought I was never going to do karaoke, and I was never going to have a DJ. And we have both now because the market demanded it. So, Thursdays we have karaoke, and then Friday and Saturday night we have a full band, and then following the band we have a DJ, and it does really, really well.
I've seen it. There's been times where we come down here downtown, and Roosters always stands out because of the live music and the location for it. I mean, just you couldn't ask for anything better. You're right in the heart of that little I feel like it's a historic part of downtown Bakersfield. There's 19th Street, and is it I Street or what?
19th and I, yeah.
So and you guys, so if you've never been down there, if you're new to Bakersfield or you're listening somewhere else, by the way, since the last time, we're in over 900 cities and like 80 or 90 countries. It's crazy. So you got to come down to Bakersfield.
It's hard to believe how much your family's traveled around the globe.
Get support from everywhere. Hey, Mom, when you're in Mexico, I need you to tune in the podcast. But I want to talk to you this because you've done this business. You've now, I met you when you were doing sales and radio. You've done, now in the restaurant business. You do insurance. You dip your hands in a little bit. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what you think the common denominator is for a good business, whether it's restaurant, whether it's sales, whether it's insurance, whether it is, because I feel like you're a person who has had success in many different things. What do you think is a common denominator when it comes to being a business owner or just being in any kind of business?
I would say probably working your butt off is number one, and you know that. And then I would say listening to your clients, listening to the people that come in, not being stuck in your own ways, but being willing to adapt and adjust to things that your clients want. If you can do those two things, if you can do those two things, you're going to be successful. The Honky Tonk is really successful because that's what we did. I mean, I took a chance and said, I believe this is what the market wants. I was half right because I knew they wanted a place like that. But all the entertainment options that we needed to offer, I was wrong on. I was only halfway right on that.
I want you to take me back because I love this story and I love hearing this story. But for people who are tuning in who are just new listeners, talk to me about the Nashville trip that changed everything, that inspired not only the Honky Tonk but now the Cantina,
right?
And the idea of live music at both places.
Yeah, in my former lives and things that I've dealt with professionally, the number one thing that people would ask when they came to Bakersfield was not about oil, not about carrots or agriculture. They would ask simply about the Bakersfield sound, which, as you and I both know, because we worked there, is Buck Owens and Merle Haggard. The problem was there wasn't a place really where people could get a piece of that outside of the Crystal Palace on a consistent basis. And so when COVID started lifting up, my wife and I went to Nashville with another couple, and we were there for a week. We had a great time, but I was upset that the city forefathers, the city people here, didn't see what I see, which is the beauty of Bakersfield is country music. It's what makes us different than every other city in California. At one time, between Merle and Buck, they had over 50 number ones, right? In the 60s, they were as big as Elvis, if not bigger than Elvis. And so I think the city just kind of let that go away and didn't want that to define us when they should have grabbed it and had it be what defined us.
Give me a pro and con as far as you have the Honky Tonk and you have this. Give me a pro, because one of the cool things that you were telling me about is that you can order food here and have it delivered. So I would assuming that's one of the pros.
Right.
Give me one of the cons that you think is between having a business in proximity so close to your other one.
I think for some people it's like maybe confusing Roosters Cantina with Roosters Honky Tonk.
That's what I was hoping that you would.
And I'll acknowledge that. But the thing is, when you park downtown, it's a block away from each other. And the idea behind naming it Roosters Cantina was capitalizing on the Roosters name and letting the public know that the same quality, the same things they get at Roosters Honky Tonk is something that they can affect from Roosters. It's something that they should be able to feel like they're going to get from Roosters Cantina.
And do you think that you went with the Roosters thing because of how big of a success that Roosters is having right now, where you're like, all right, well, people love it. Let's roll this thing and turn into, you know, a little empire here within a block of proximity, because I think that's kind of what's happening is like people see it, they trust it, they like the Roosters brand, and then they're like, all right, well, we love this. Let's go try out the food over here.
When we were coming up with the name Roosters, and you know, there's family reasons why, and those sorts of things. The one thing I knew is if you heard the word rooster and you didn't hear the rest, you would think one of two things. It's a bar or a saloon, honky tonk, or you'd think fried chicken or food. Those are the two things that you would think of when you heard the name Rooster. And now we're doing both of those things.
And nailed it. Speaking of, I think we're going to get a couple menu items to try, because one of the big factors of difference is you can get food here that you cannot get at that you can't order at the Rooster's Honky Tonk. However, as we mentioned earlier, one of the coolest things that they're doing this, and this is one of the pros, and being in proximity, is that if you order here, you can have it delivered because it's just literally right up the street. So you can have yourself a cool night.
We get food delivered there in under 15 minutes. Our chef Manuel and our kitchen crew is just phenomenal. And once we get that item ordered, it's here, and then Brooklyn or someone from our staff will go over and take the food straight to you.
How is it? Do they do is there like a walkie-talkie system, or do you like text message the orders?
No. So they scan our QR code that we have all over the place inside the honky tonk, and then it goes directly into our POS system, and then
oh, here we go.
There you go.
It's almost like you know me, David.
We got some beautiful wings here for you.
This has got to be like my favorite food, wings.
And so
what flavors do we have here?
We have hot honey closest to you.
Okay.
And then to me, closest to me is lemon pepper.
I'm going to go for the lemon pepper first.
I knew you would.
This is a dry rub.
Yep, it's a dry rub.
If you're doing lemon pepper, this is a way to do it. Are you going to try one?
Oh, I've had it all the time, but I won't have one with you.
Oh, my goodness. By the way, drums or flats?
Who cares, man? It's chicken. It's good.
Oh, but it's a hot topic. Everybody talks about it. I'm a drum guy, but everybody tells me it's childish.
So these are double fried, by the way.
Okay. Before you say another word, I know you're not supposed to talk while you're eating. Forget about it. You know what makes a good damn wing? The crispiness. You said these are double fried. These are amazing. Holy shoot. This is incredible. I can cuss on this, but it's a podcast. Talking like I'm in the right. Holy shit, it's my podcast. But, god damn, these are so good.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it.
Double, and then here's another thing. Before we started the podcast, I tried your fries. I hope that people don't think that I'm only saying this because I like you and I like this place. You must have some of the top 3 fries that I've ever had in Bakersfield. Do you double fry those too?
No, but my beautiful wife Lillian is really, really particular about her fries, and she chose these fries, and they're crinkle cut, and they're just perfectly fried on the outside, and just perfectly tender on the inside. The fries are just spectacular.
They are so good, yeah. And I was surprised because I hadn't tried the fries here since. Actually, today was the first time, and I was like blown away. I actually tried them with Lily. She's like, "Try the fries," and I was like, "Yeah, these are absolutely incredible." So, what else? So outside of the wings, what else do you guys have on the menu that stays open until like 12:30? Because really, frankly, I know my crowd. We like to stay out late and have a good time, but then you're looking for that late night food, and you're like, "Well, everything's closed."
Right, and so that's the idea, to give you some good food before you head home. And you're hungry and you're not having to go to a fast food place. So we do our version of a Mexican pizza, which is actually my design. And it's two tortillas with cheese in the middle. And we put some refried beans that we make in-house, refried beans with beef chorizo. So we put our refried beans on there. We put some ground beef, some guac, some salsa, and some sour cream. And it's just awesome. Our asada tacos are incredible. My favorite dish is named, I decided to name after Manuel's mom. That's a whole other story, but there are 6 giant tiger prawns with rice and beans, and they're called Mary's Special, and They're a la plancha, they're garlic shrimp, and they're just really, really good.
Would you say that that's your favorite item on the menu?
I'll tell you this. I hadn't had it for about 3 years because Manuel had closed his restaurant, COVID stuff. And I had it, and my entire body felt that meal. In fact, I wound up having it like 7 or 8 days in a row for dinner because I missed it that much.
That's
It
wild.
was incredible. And once you have it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I know you guys do during football season, which, by the way, we're going to do a podcast as soon as football is back.
Would love it.
We're going to do, you guys have all the football games. You guys have all the, now that baseball season's kicked off.
Yep.
We were watching the Yankees and the Giants game earlier. So it's a sports bar. You got food. You got,
We have the nicest
vibes.
patio downtown.
This
outside,
patio is fantastic.
Our patio is phenomenal. We have the big screen TV out there. We can play whatever you want. We can play music videos or sports. And you can see all the goings and comings because we're right on the corner of H and 19th Street. So it's really right in the heart of everything.
I think both your locations are like kind of a jackpot kind of thing situation. So they're in really incredible locations. I want to talk to you about this. Great success with the Honky Tonk. This, you guys, so far so good. Where do you see this? Where do you want to take this? What kind of vibe do you want to bring to downtown Bakersfield with these two businesses? Specifically with this one.
I want other people to get on board with what we're doing. I think we have an opportunity. We have wonderful, great local bands. I know that you've heard several of them and you see them. We have great bands that are traveling through between LA and San Francisco. And what we don't have is enough musical places for them to come play at. And so we need more places downtown. What I would like to see would be other places, either bringing country music or rock or jazz. It doesn't matter. But a place that's going to consistently have music on, that's going to give people other options besides just our place. And I think once we got to 5, 10, 15 options, what you're going to see in downtown Bakersfield is going to dwarf any other city in California.
And I think that's huge because not only is downtown, they're doing some great things downtown. And I think part of that growth is businesses like this. That's kind of a switch up, a little curveball to what was traditionally there. It was a different type of business that you guys had, the Honky Tonk. This was a different type of business, but you guys you're providing something that wasn't there before instead of just trying the same old thing. So I love that and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
One thing that is in a new addition to downtown Bakersfield, talk to me about the Tucan Trolley. I don't know if am I pronouncing that.
The Tucan Trolley.
I'm
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
excited about that. Talk to me about that.
So the Tucan Trolley is a trolley service that's offered by Golden Empire Transit. It takes people around downtown and Old Town on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So the idea is connecting places like Luigi's and Pyrenees and Wool Growers with the Padre, Our Place, the Fox Theater, other things that are going on downtown. And there's 2 trolleys that run around. Basically, they run their whole route in 15 minutes, so you're pretty much guaranteed to be picked up at least every 15 minutes from what the stop is. It's really cost effective. It's like $1 and something to ride it, and it's really fun. The other day, we went to PBR, Professional Bull Riders, that was here just a couple weekends ago, and we took it over to the arena, and it worked out perfect.
It's cheaper than an Uber. It's probably quicker than an Uber. It's incredible. Let me ask you this. When it comes to downtown Bakersfield, what are you hoping to see if there's any changes that you would like to make? What's something that you would like to add, or whether that's you that does something, or new businesses, a new style, something
I think what we would like to see is a place that is number one, safe, that people feel comfortable coming to, and then a place that's an entertainment type zone where people can walk the streets, maybe not have to deal with car traffic, and experience life in Bakersfield. You know, really, realistically, we have maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months when the outdoors are just like really, really hot.
Yep.
But that gives us another, 9 months out of the year when you can wear a jacket if it's really cold and still get warm, or the weather is just perfect. And so Bakersfield is really set up for outdoor living much better than a lot of other communities are set up for outdoor living.
And then you guys are doing how much of a priority do you put on your patio? Because you were talking about how awesome your patio is, and I see it. I see the little succulent decorations. You got the big
Right.
screen TV out there. You talk about the patio as if it's a very important thing because you're tapping into something that maybe, because I'll admit, I'm not a big patio person, but when I see a good patio, I know it's attractive. And when you're taking advantage of the whole street, the corner that you have here that wraps around, talk to me about your vision for that little patio out there.
It was underutilized by the previous place. They really didn't do a lot with it. And I think it allows people to know we're open. It tells people that we're here. And it creates an environment that when the weather is right, as it is right now, you can really enjoy one of the better things about Bakersfield, and that is our weather. And that is being able to sit outside and watch people going into the Fox or going into the Padre. We're literally across the street from the Padre, and then we're diagonally like a block away from the Fox. We can see both of them from our patio, right? And so there's a lot of really cool things that you can see. I'm a people watcher, so I love watching people. When we go to Vegas, my wife and I, we just love to gamble somewhere where I can gamble or play some video poker or something and watch people walk by. It's just fun, and that's one of the things that we really enjoy. The other part I want to say, Vic, that a lot of people downtown haven't quite gotten to yet is we're dog friendly. So our patio allows us to have people bring their dogs here. I have dog treats. I have dog bowls. We have our own bar dog.
I know you were offering me them. I said those are for dogs, not this kind
it
of
was
dog.
an appetizer. His name. We have our own bar dog. His name is Bo Cephas. He's a golden doodle we rescued about a year ago, and he's my best dog friend and comes to work with me almost daily.
You guys have created quite the vibe down here. Now,
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Have a good night. Bye, Lily. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, this is our first podcast that we've done live where the bar is actually open and functioning. So if you hear the background as part of the ambiance, you see the logo right above me. Is there anything that you want people to know about Roosters Cantina other than the fact that, by the way, you've heard of Roosters Honky Tonk, now it's time to learn about the Cantina. Other than them being two different businesses, is there anything that you want people to know?
I want people to know we have really good quality food. Our food is phenomenal.
By the way, I didn't give her. I gave a review on the lemon pepper. I just tried these. Holy shoot, those are those are so good. So
Thank you.
good. And I'm not just blowing smoke up your butt.
I appreciate it. I think we have a really good cheeseburger too, by the way.
Haven't tried that actually.
Our sliders, our tacos, and our desserts. Okay, so I wanted to do a Choco Taco. If you recall Choco Taco back in the old days.
Yeah.
It was a waffle cone, so it's our version of it, so it's not going to be the same, but we take your tortilla, we deep fry it with cinnamon and sugar, and then we put Blue Bonnet brand chocolate chip ice cream in the center of it with whipped cream, and then we drizzle chocolate all over it, and it's just a phenomenal dessert. And that's one of those things we just care. And so what you get at Roosters Honky Tonk and Roosters Cantina is love. It's a family business. We care. We live downtown. We care about the people of Bakersfield. I love this town. This is my town. I'm not from here originally, but I love this place, and I love it more than where I came from. I mean, I love this town.
And 5 years down the road, what do you see for downtown and these businesses?
I see a lot of growth. I think there's going to be more bars, more restaurants downtown, hopefully some more shopping. And I think we're going to have a wonderful, safe environment that people can go down, families can come in to couples going out on a Friday or Saturday night, friends hanging out, can come down, walk and see different bars, different restaurants, different things, and get a feeling that you can't get definitely in any other part of Bakersfield. And I think really in the Valley. I really don't think the Valley has what's going on in Bakersfield is going on anywhere else in the Valley.
You absolutely nailed it. And Bakersfield is one of the fastest growing places in all of California because of one of its affordability, and then and I think people are trying to capitalize that on growing downtown Bakersfield and trying to capitalize and give it. People always used to say, there's nothing to do in Baker. I don't feel like people can say that anymore. I feel like there's so many. If you can't find something to do here in town, that's like an old narrative. Then that's on you. You're not getting out enough. You're not going to the Honky Tonk. You're not going to all these places because all these places are just popping up left and right. And because of how much everything is growing too.
You've got probably 20, 25, maybe 30 different musical acts performing on any Friday or Saturday night. That's 30 different choices that you can make. You've got plays and the theater. Obviously the Fox, the Nile, all these other things that are going on, plus some great sports that's played here, right?
My men's adult baseball league, yes, I know what you're talking about.
There you go. Well, I'm really happy
He's trying
for
to
you
think
in
of a
that.
joke.
Oh, I've got a joke.
I know.
I was going to do it, and then I brought it back in, and so I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so we'll just keep it at that. But it was coming. I had to stop it.
I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah. But no, I think there's a ton of opportunities here, and this community is a community that is the most giving community. We have charity events that take place almost every weekend, where you have an opportunity to meet other people like you that feel strongly about helping and giving back to our community, and that's something that we do here at the Cantina and at the Honky Tonk. We do lots of things to give back to the community, but I think if you want to go out and experience life, Bakersfield really does have a lot of things for you to experience.
And again, that old tire narrative of there's nothing to do with Bakersfield. If you can't find something to do, that's on you. That's you not looking hard enough. That's you making a conscious choice. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to be a recluse because there's so many things to do. And the Roosters Cantina, so happy and proud of all the success that that the Honky Tonk has brought, allowed you guys to open up this place. And by the way, if you guys haven't checked it out, please come down, check it out, try the food, check out the vibe. I came here on the day before St. Patrick's Day, and you guys had a silent. It wasn't a silent rave. It was a coffee rave.
It was the day of St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, we had a coffee rave.
What a concept.
Yeah,
Talk to me about that.
It was really fun. Vanessa at the DBA helped us put it on. We had a DJ come in, spinning house tunes. Then we had a wonderful lady out there making Turkish coffee on the patio, and you could come in between 11 and 2, have some great coffee, have some drinks, have some lunch, and it did really well. And I was really happy to see new faces that are downtown but haven't made their way to the Cantina yet come in and see us, and just it was a really great opportunity for people to get together and enjoy themselves.
Absolutely. Roosters Honky Tonk, Roosters Cantina, two different places, two places you absolutely got to try. One offers food, one delivers food to come on down, late night food, especially for those drunk, fun weekend Saturday or Friday nights. And David, thank you so much for allowing us to spend some time at your place. I love it. I truly Even I told you, even before when it was cask, I love this place. I thought it was beautiful. I'm glad you're taking over, and I'm glad you guys are adding the food options as you guys are doing it. And once again, if you're listening to this and it's the first time, you got to come down, try the wings, try the food, try the fries, try everything is good. And you got to check out, if you're a sports fan like myself, I'm bringing the boys down here. We're definitely going to come check out some baseball games, some football games.
Tomorrow the Dodgers start tomorrow, man. We start our three-peat tomorrow, baby.
I'm going to say this. If for nothing else, come try the fries and the bathrooms. You just have to see it. But thank you.
Hope the fries don't make you go to the bathroom. Then we'll be okay.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you giving us your time and then letting us try some of the food and some of the drinks. Y'all come check out Roosters Honky Tonk. What's the address to this place?
The address here is 1623 19th Street.
You can't miss it.
We're right next to Zama, if you know where Zama's at.
Literally right next to Zama. Come grab a drink, then go to Zama. Have yourself a nice little Friday night. All right, y'all have a great night. Sleep good. Que sueñen los angelitos. Podcast stop number 2 on this tour. Where will we go next? So find out next week. Y'all have a great night. I love you. Say it back. Live from Roosters Cantina. Peace. I'm going to kill these wings. done, baby.
What's up, Fridge Force?